The Supreme God can forgive the punishment of sinful deeds. Till now, every saint or great man we have met told us that sinful deeds can only be cut off by suffering the punishment of karma. Who is that Lord? Who can forgive sinful deeds? Who can free us from the bondage of Kal? What is his name? What is the method of worship to unravel all these mystical secrets? Must listen the nectar words of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi, Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj, based on the holy scriptures of all religions.
God says,
चारों युग में संत पुकारे, कूक कहा हम हेल रे। हीरे माणक मोती बरस हैं, ये जग चुगता ढेल रे।
to whichever virtuous soul God Kabir Dev Ji, Kabir Sahib Ji met, they propagated God's true knowledge firmly. Lord comes in every era. God Kabir in Satyug by Satsukrit name, in Treta by Murinder name, in Dwapar by Karunamay name, and in Kalyug by Kabir name. He had said that in all four eras my saints tell, I have also raised my voice firmly and told that
के हीरे माणक मोती बरसे, यो जग चुगता ढेल रे।
leaving diamonds and pearls form true worship, and by not accepting Satnam form true mantra and Sarnam form pearl, they are wasting time doing other worship, other practices, worshipping other deities. They are collecting stones. At that time, we did not understand this point of God, that Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh also have parents. And even now, same thing is happening with this servant. I am providing this God-given true knowledge to you, so few whose livelihood is getting interrupted are jumping, but now their efforts will go in vain because society has become educated. 600 years ago from today, God had said that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are mortal. Their birth and death happens. They have parents, but we did not believe, but today we will believe. Now let me show you. Virtuous souls, we have to recognize God. And when we will firmly believe that Kabir is God, then nothing else. Then nothing will be left. Then spiritual practice told by him, and this should be believed that this only is the mantra, this only is salvation path and not another, then it is over. Now these 36 don't know, they have made 360 gurus, 360 mantras. This is arbitrary behavior which is not proven in scriptures. So first of all, we have to remove this darkness. We have to remove ignorance, destroy ignorance, and you have to be brought in the light of this true spiritual knowledge. Now see, respected Dharamdas Sahib Ji has written 600 years ago in God, in Sachidanand Ghan Brahm, in Kabir's speech, in Kabir Sagar, it is written in it as it is. Read this. See Kabir Sagar's entire 11 parts, published by Khemraj Sri Krishna Das publication from Bombay. This is an old publication, very old. See here, Kabir Sagar, Gyan Sagar, first volume, Kabir Panthi Bharat Pathik, edited by Swami Yuglanand Bihari. Printer and publisher is Khemraj Sri Krishna Das. President Sri Venkateshwara Press, Khemraj Sri Krishna Das Marg, Mumbai. Now I will take you to Bodh Sagar in Gyan Bodh. This is Gyan Bodh and this is Bodh Sagar. I will make you read on page 21.
धर्मदास ये जग बोराना, कोई न जाने पद निर्वाणा। यही कारण मैं कथा पसारा, जग से कहिए वो राम न्यारा।
This is Ram. They have misprint. Naam wrong. Kabir Panthis.
यही ज्ञान जग जीव सुनावो, सब जीवों का भरम नसावो। अब मैं तुमसे कहूँ चिताई, तेरे देवन की उत्पत्ति बाई। कुछ संक्षेप कहूँ गहुराई, सब संशय तुमरे मिट जाई। भरम गए जग वेद पुराना, आदि राम का भेद न जान्या।
This is Ram, not Nam.
राम राम सब जगत बखाने, आदि राम कोई बिरला जाने।
They have written this Nam wrong, misprint. Later they amended when they got to know, but they did not have wisdom. Now truly here it is going on.
राम राम सब जगत बखाने, आदि राम
Means Sanatan God, the first ancient God. कोई विरला जाने.
ज्ञानी सुने सो हृदय लगाई, मूर्ख सुने तो गम ना पाई। माँ अष्टंगी पिता निरंजन, ये जम दारुण वंशन अंजन।
Their mother is Ashtangi, Durga, and father is Jyoti Niranjan Kal.
पहले कीन निरंजन राई, पीछे से माया उपजाई। माया रूप देख अति शोभा, देव निरंजन तन मन लोभा। काम देव धर्मराय सताए, देवी को तुरंत दर खाए।
Here Kal is called Dharamrai.
पेट से देवी करी पुकारी, हे साहब मोहे करो उबारी। टेर सुनी सतगुरता आए, अष्टंगी को बंद छुड़वाए।
Here
टेर सुनी तहाँ हम आए।
God is saying from his side, they wrote it wrong. Dharamrai means Kal Niranjan.
हिकमत की ना, नख रेखा से भग कर लेना। धर्मराय करे भोग विलासा, माया को रही तब आशा। तीन पुत्र अष्टंगी जाए, ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव नाम धराए। तीन देव विस्तार चलावे, इनमें यो जग धोखा खावे। पुरुष गम को कैसे को पावे, काल निरंजन जग भरमावे। तीन लोक अपने सुत दीन्या, सुन निरंजन बासालीन्या। अलख निरंजन सुन ठिकाना, ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव भेद न जान्या।
Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh to date do not know who our father is.
तीन देव सो उसको ध्यावे, निरंजन का वे पार न पावे।
They are also worshipping Brahma, but he did not meet him.
अलख निरंजन बड़ा बटपारा, तीन लोक जीव कीन आहारा।
He is a deceiver, Vatpara. He is eating creatures of three worlds. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiv nahi bachaye, sakal khaye pun dhur udaye. It is said he will kill even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, will eat them as well. Tinke sut hai तीनों deva, आंधर जीव करत hai seva. It is said Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are three sons of this Kal, and these are blind ignorance, blind, knowledgeable creatures, say they worship them. अकाल पुरुष कहो नहीं चीन्हा, काल पाए सभी गहलीना.
तीन देव और असुर अवतारा, ताको भजे सकल संसारा। गुण तीनों का ये विस्तारा, धर्मदास मैं कहूँ पुकारा। गुण तीनों की भक्ति में ये भूल पड़ो संसार। कहें कबीर निज नाम बिना, कैसे उतरो पार। तीन देव की जो करते भक्ति, इनकी कदे ना हो मुक्ति।
Virtuous souls. The heart will burst if a person is wise. Well, 600 years ago, to whom we used to call illiterate, uneducated, who does not know Vedas scriptures, came and wrote the speech that it was like this, and today, if same is found written in our scriptures. So, virtuous souls, who is God? Kabir is God. Only God can tell. Like knowledge giver of Gita is this Brahma, he is Kal. While entering in his son Sri Krishna, he is speaking this. He does such spectacle, he does not come in front of anyone. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse number 5 and 9, he himself says, Arjun, you and I have had many births. You do not know, but I know. My deeds and births are supernatural. This is how his deeds are supernatural. He speaks by entering in someone. And in Gita Ji, chapter number 7, verse number 24-25, it is said that these foolish people, soldiers standing in front, must be considering me to be Krishna. I am not Krishna. To me, unmanifested. These people, apanam manyante, must be considering me as Krishna, whatever I am speaking. I am not Krishna. I remain hidden with my powers. I never appear before anyone. This is my absolute worst rule. I never come in front of anyone. I remain hidden, remain secret. Pious souls, he tells in Gita Ji chapter 10 verse 2 that neither gods nor sages know my origin because I am their originator. Now children cannot know their father's origin. Grandfather can tell entire date of birth. So our grandfather, God Kabir, has come and told his date of birth and has told Brahma's origin. He has also told his father's origin, how was he born. So what is that God who created whole universe? Kabir is God. He is God Kabir.
अनंत कोट ब्रह्मांडे का एक रति नहीं भारे, सतगुरु पुरुष कबीर हैं ये कुल के सिरजनहारे। अनंत कोट ब्रह्मांड का एक रति नहीं भार।
Like a scientist made an airplane and rotated it after creating and sat in middle, tell me how is he loaded? So God came and gave us entire knowledge. Now let me show you in holy scriptures. Look, Shiv Puran. This is concise Shiv Puran with pictures in bold, only Hindi. This has been published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Who is its editor? Hanuman Prasad Bodar. It has been published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Rudra Samhita, I will show you scriptures face to face. Concise Shiv Puran from page 98 at its last. As we will follow link and move ahead, chapter 5 of Rudra Samhita ends here. Listening to his son Narad, the father Brahma said this. Now, 6th chapter starts. Brahmaji said, Brahmaji is telling to his son, superior amongst gods, you are always engaged in favor of entire world. For the benefit of people, you have asked this great question. At the time when entire living world was destroyed, there was nothing, only darkness was there. At that time, Tat Sad Brahma, the revelation Sut that is heard, that sound was there alone. First of all, Brahma did not know, yet we kept believing these Puranas to be true. Look, Tat Sad Brahma. About whom? In this indication for, I will tell later. First, let us look at our purpose. Now look at page 100. That God regarding whom, through knowledge and ignorance, well, Brahmaji is superior speaker of this universe, and he says, I will tell some knowledge, some false and some truth as I know. That Par-Brahma, regarding whom through knowledge and ignorance such options are presented, he, after some time, expressed desire to multiply in him, aroused a resolution to become more from one. Then that formless God, with his divine power, imagined a figure form for himself. Idol means form. Par-Brahma, who is devoid of an idol, God Sadashiv, is his figure. Modern and ancient scholars call him God. At that time, the one living alone in his own sweet way, Sadashiv, from his own body, he himself created a same-featured figure, Shakti, who was inseparable from his body. that Parashakti is called Pradhan, Prakriti, Gunavati, Maya, mother of wisdom element. She is told to be free from disorder. That Shakti is called Ambika. She is Prakriti. Remember this Prakriti word, it is for Durga here. In Gita Ji, chapter number 14, verse 3, 4, 5, when this servant will show you creation of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, this is a code word there. There Prakriti is told for Durga that this Prakriti is my wife. I sow seed in her womb with which everyone is born. Kal is speaking in Gita. Supreme goddess of all, Tridev Janani, mother of three gods, omnipresent and is also known root source. The Shakti created by Sadashiv has 8 arms, Ashtangi.
अब मैं तुमसे कहूँ चिताई तेरे देवन की उत्पत्ति वाई माँ अष्टंगी पिता निरंजन.
Whom they call Sadashiv, this Sadashiv is that Kal who appears acquiring Shiv form, making his son's form. She has 8 arms. That Shakti has 8 arms. Various types of ornaments increase beauty of her body parts. This is Prakriti who keeps all 8 weapons. She has 8 arms and wears various types of weapons. Despite being single, that Maya acquires many forms, like she made 3 other forms of Savitri, Lakshmi and Parvati. Sadashiv, who is known as Parampurush, God, Shiv, Shambhu and Maheshwar. Here it will be clear. While reading, we have come to 101 on page 101, Rudra Samhita. This is 6th, 7th chapter going on. He smears ash on all his body parts. That Kal form Brahma. Is it clear? He is Kal form Brahma, who is father of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, is husband of Durga, Kal form Brahma. Once along with Shakti, it is not Nath, it is together, built an area known as Shivalok. That great place is called Kashi. That loved and beloved form, both in husband and wife form, Shakti and Shiv, Durga and Kal form Brahma, who are ultimate pleasure form, always reside in that beautiful place. Look further. God of sages, at one time while roaming in paradise, Shiva and Shiv, Durga and Kal had this desire in their mind that another male should be created, a child should be created, on whom the great burden of regulation of universe could be laid, so that we both can roam at our will in Kashi and shall attain eternal bliss. Deciding this, along with Shakti, the universal Lord Shiv, Kal form Brahma, rubbed nectar on the 10th part of his left side, means behaved like husband and wife. Then there appeared a male entity, that is a son. Look here. On page 102, we will read here. We will take a little bit. Shiva said to the son who was born, child, being mature, your name will be famous as Vishnu. Hence proved with the union of Durga and Kal, Vishnu was created. See, chapter 6th has ended. We come to 7th. Brahmaji says, God of sages. After that, merciful God, that Sambh Sadashiv, that Kal, by sharing an intimate relationship with Durga, just like the way he created Vishnu, created me too from his right side. Virtuous souls, do you have any doubt? Who is their grandfather? Who is knower of origin of all of them, and no one else can be omniscient other than God, knower of all, only is Kabir is God. Here 2 concepts have been clear, that Vishnu and Brahma have been created with the union of Kal and Durga. They are their sons. Now 3rd Shiv is left. Here the translator got confused. It has been written correctly in original Sanskrit. The translator, here it is only in Hindi, here he messed up. He thought if I write the creation of Shiv from Shiv, then I will be called a fool, therefore he avoided it. God says,
चोर चुरावे तुमड़ी और गड्ढे पानी में वो गड्ढे हुआ ऊपर आवे न सच्चाई छनी ना.
a thief stole a tumba pumpkin. Dried one, tumba, is like a matira. It is a very big fruit. When it dries, seeds are taken out of it. So after it dries, it becomes like a ball, a big size ball. He stole it and thought to hide it in water. He dives into water and leaves it deep inside, and tumba comes out before him. So it is said,
चोर चुरावे तुमड़ी गड्ढे पानी में वो गड्ढे वो ऊपर आवे न सच्चाई छनी ना.
now I will show you there is one other than Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, who is their father. Looks same. Rudra Samhita. This is the same Shiv Puran, concise Shiv Puran on page 110. It is Rudra Samhita going on. We have come to 9th chapter at last. In this way, Brahma, Vishnu and Rudra, these three gods have qualities, but Shiv is considered to be beyond qualities. Rajoguna Brahma, Satguna Vishnu and Tamoguna Shiv have also been proved. These three have qualities, but Shiv means Sadashiv, this Kal form Brahma, is separate from all three. They messed it up. Again, by writing Rudra word, they thought Rudra is someone separate. The concept has been clarified ahead. Like this servant provides you knowledge on and off, but you are a student. Many times it happens that you are not able to attend spiritual discourse. At that time that topic starts. How are they confused? It is said,
तीन देव सो उसको ध्यावे निरंजन का हुआ पार नहीं पावे.
sages, saints read Vedas to attain God. They considered Om Mantra to be of complete God, considered Brahma to be supreme God, performed force worship, chanted Om Mantra, but nothing could be obtained. So what happened? Like, they used to meditate, do meditation, get into meditation. How does this Kal cheat? To some he appears in Brahma form in the state of meditation. He says Brahma is God, Brahma is God, Brahma only is divine. He has hidden himself. I have seen in meditation that he is God. With this, Brahma's lordship happened. Brahmaji also became proud that I am God. On the other hand, what does this Kal do? He appeared to some other sage in Vishnu form, in form of his son, Vishnu. He beat drums everywhere that he himself is Lord, he is complete God, is eternal immortal, he only is almighty. He acquires three forms. This Vishnu is God. With this, Vishnuji bloated, I am God. To some he appears in his son Shiv form, then he tells Shiv to be almighty, Maheshwar, Mrityunjay, Kalanjay, omniscient. Due to this confusion, once Brahmaji went and told Vishnuji that I am your father. You do not stand to respect me. Vishnuji says, I am your father. You have been born from my navel lotus. Brahma says, I am the creator of entire universe. You are my son. On this, both quarrelled. Both of them fought. When Kal Brahma saw they would die fighting, he stood a pillar in between them, a very bright pillar. They forgot to fight and started searching up and down. Where is its end? The end was not found anywhere. Brahma told a lie. That is a long story I will tell you. Then what happened? This Kal appeared in Sadashiv form, in his son Shiv form, and told both that you are not God. You are not divine. You have been confused. You consider yourself to be God. I have appeared to remove your arrogance. I have come to remove your confusion. For this, you will have to be shown along with Sanskrit. Look at this Shiv Puran. This is first part, Shiv Mahapuran, along with Hindi, Shri Shiv Mahapuran, composed by Vidya Varidhi Pandit Jwala Prasad Ji Mishra, along with Hindi Khemraj Sri Krishnadas publication, Bombay, so and so. We will see its link a little bit. Once there was a war between Brahma and Vishnu. Here on its page 11, Vidveshwar Samhita. Vidveshwar Samhita, part 1 in chapter 6. Nandikeshwar said, Nandikeshwar means Shiva's vehicle. It is told that Kal lives in these forms. O Yogendra, once Lord Vishnu was resting on Sheshnag along with Garud and other counselors and Lakshmi. He was relaxing at that time. Superior amongst all spiritual scholars, Brahmaji came there according to his wish and asked lotus-eyed Vishnuji, who was sleeping on a beautiful bed, "Who are you? Who, like an arrogant man, is sleeping in front of me? You are sleeping. O Vats, O son, get up. I, your Lord, has come." Brahmaji said, "Son, get up. I, your master, has come." One who doesn't give respect at Guru's arrival, that's stupid. Oh, that foolish should regret. Hearing this, Vishnuji got annoyed from within. He became angry from within but did not show outside. But outside he remained calm and said, "O son, O Vats, may your welfare happen. Sit here on this throne at this time. Why are your eyes twisted and your face is curved?" Because he was getting angry with Brahma. Brahmaji said, "Son Vishnu, O son Vishnu, you have pride in you due to effect of time. My son, I am your savior and father of the universe." Vishnuji said, "This entire universe is situated within me. Like a thief, why do you call it yours? You are born from my navel, so you are my son. Therefore, calling me your son is a waste." Nandikeshwar said, in this way, Brahma and Vishnu, both influenced by Rajogun, started arguing. "I am superior, I am Lord." Saying this with intention to kill each other, they got excited and started fighting. Then all deities came in an airplane to watch that amazing war and started showering flowers on them from sky. Wow, deities. Like bulls fight in villages, if two are fighting and deities say, "Wow, good, do this work," and shower flowers, are these qualities of deities? They should have come in between them and with folded hands should have separated them. If you will fight, then what will happen to us? Deities in turn are showering flowers from above. Wow, chop and die. So all this has been messed up before. This hasn't been messed up today. From there itself, when these are the qualities of deities, so what will happen to us, commons on earth? This is to be given a thought. It is understood. How will we be then? They had a fight. I will tell you in shortcut. It was a must to show you how much was their intellect, to whom we used to worship, whom we used to consider omniscient, supreme, and God used to have nature of a fourth standard child. Children of fourth, third class used to fight. The teacher asks children, "Why are you fighting?" He said like this, that "I am your father." The second one says, "No, first he said, I am your father." Therefore, they are holding each other's collar. Faces getting red, are fighting. So our God, whom we used to believe to be God, supreme power, their intellect, their behavior, was like a fourth class child. This is in front of you. The servant is not saying from his side. Seeing this behavior, we will identify who is God, who is that divine. Further, what happened? Then this Kal came, acquiring his son Shiv's form. He has pledged that I will never appear in my actual form to anyone. He has taken oath, has sworn. Therefore, at times he appears in Vishnu form to someone who worships Vishnu, who worships Shiva. He appears in Shiv form to him. He came in his actual form in Mahabharat war, when a warrior like Arjun also shivered seeing his face. That was his real form, and says, I am Kal, I have appeared to eat all. Arjun has said with folded hands, God, come in your same four-armed form. Now I cannot see this. His heart was burst. He came there in Shiv form and stood a pillar in between both of them. He came and stood and said, I have come to fix your intellect. You have considered yourself God. You are not God. Look, this is on page number 17. Earlier we had read on 11th, Vidveshwar Samhita, chapter 9. To remove their ignorance and hatred, he told both who, that Kal form Brahm, who is called Sadashiv, their father. What did he say? There are two forms of me, noticeable and unnoticeable, but no one else is God. Due to this reason, there cannot be his two forms. First is pole form, means he stood in pillar form, and second idol form is acquired in this Brahma. Form is unnoticeable and God's form is noticeable. Both these forms of mine are perfect. They cannot be of anyone else. See, they have done wonder. Due to this reason, to you both or even to others, there cannot be attainment of God. Out of ignorance, you have considered yourself divine, means God. This amazing thing has happened. To clear that, I have come to the battlefield. He is saying to Brahma and Vishnu, their father, this Kal, that out of ignorance you have considered yourself God. You are not God. You are not God. This amazing thing has happened. I have come to the battlefield to remove that. Now both of you keep your ego aside and focus on me, God. Entire regions are illuminating because of my grace. Now look, he clarifies that I only am Parbrahm. He's trying to fool. It is my real form. Being Brahm, I am God. Gracious is my act. Being omnipresent and being creator of the world, I am Brahma. O Brahm, Keshav, being calm and vast, I am soul. I am Lord of all these. This is mine. Apart from me, moreover, it is not of anyone else. Firstly, for the purpose of true spiritual knowledge of Brahm, unnoticeable Brahm has emerged. Now let's look at the next page. At 18, look here below, O sons. This Kal is telling both his sons, Brahma and Vishnu, O sons, you have got this act through penance. Which act? Which job? Creation and nourishment. Creation. Look, O sons, you have obtained these functions by penance, which is called creation, origin, and nourishment of the universe. So I have given you after being pleased. Similarly, another two deeds. Now look, this whole concept is clear. The speaker is Kal and he says two deeds I have given to Rudra and Mahesh. Two are these above. O sons, these two were above and two are Rudra and Mahesh. Their father who speaks is different from them. We had. To only clear this concept here, let me show you a little more. Ahead, look here, it will be proved on page 19 that he only was giving Gita's knowledge. This is same 19th page. This is Vidveshwar Samhita going on in chapter 10. He is telling, O Saumya, by turning away from my knowledge, ignorance has come in you. With my knowledge, this does not happen. Knowledge and appearance becomes equal to Mahesh. For this reason, for the attainment of that knowledge, chant Omkar mantra. This removes arrogance, therefore, this original mantra is preached. This Omkar being produced from my mouth is my symptomatic form. Itself means he says, Om is my mantra. This provides great benefits. He is the announcer. I am the voice. This mantra is my soul. With this chant, I am remembered. From north mouth, Akar. From west mouth, Ukar. From south mouth, Makar. From east mouth, dot. From middle mouth, Nad is created. In this way, this is produced in 5 forms. All these become one word Om after joining. With this it has been proved chanting Om mantra is of Brahm. He is father of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and it becomes one word. This entire name is symbolic, Vedbhut, both meaning it is the distinction between physical bodies of both women and men. It is complete by this mantra and is indicative of Shiva Shakti. From this Omkar, Pranav, entire world has arisen. With this sequence of words means from Akar, from Nakar, from Ukar, and from Makar, from She, from dot Va, it has been produced, and from this 5 word, 5 secrets of Akar, Larankar, all this, their origin it is said, this is Om, and Om is one word. In this Om, Namah Shivaya is nowhere in original text. In this, it starts from here by becoming one. This is Om iti ekakshar. This becomes one word, nothing else. Now, here one word which is Om in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 8, verse number 13, it is said, Om iti ekaksharam. Brahma Vyaharan Mam Anusamran Ye Prayati Tajam Deham Sayati Paramam Gatim. Mam Brahm, of me Brahm, there is only one Om mantra. Om, one word. This is one word mantra, nothing else. And one who remembers while chanting Ye Prayati Tajam Deham, who chants it till leaving bodies, Sahayati Paramam Gatim, he attains supreme salvation attained with Om. What is attainment with Om? Attainment of Brahmalok. It has been said in chapter 8, verse 16 that even after attaining Brahmalok, all are in recurrence. We come again to our topic. That's why knowledge giver of Gita in chapter 18, verse 62 tells that by all means you go in refuge of that God. By His grace only you will attain supreme peace and Sanatan ultimate abode. It has been said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, verse 23 that Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshah brahmana trividha smritah. Brahmana means Sachidanand Ghan Brahm, Paramakshar Brahm, complete God, Satpurush. There is chanting of 3 mantras, Om Tat Sat, nothing else. There is no other mantra in Sri Gita Ji except Om. Knowledge giver of Gita says, I do not know. Chanting of these 3 mantras, it has been said in chapter 4, verse 34 that everything has been told in detail in that. True spiritual knowledge, which is told in chapter 4, verse 32, that it has been told in Sachidanand Ghan Brahm speech. That is true spiritual knowledge. You go to an enlightened saint to understand that true spiritual knowledge. With this, it has been proved even knowledge giver of Gita is not familiar with this mantra. The point of saying is in Gita Ji, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Sita Ram, Radhe Sham, Ram Ram, Radhe Sham, Sita Ram. And neither Om Namah Shivaya, Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha mantras is not there. All these mantras are arbitrary behavior. It has been said in Gita Ji chapter 16, verse 23 that he who abandoning the injunction of scripture acts arbitrarily does not receive any benefit, neither will they have any happiness, nor will they be liberated, and not even they get powers, useless. And those who carry out Shraddh, pick bones, it has been said in Gita Ji chapter 9, verse 25 that those who will worship ghosts will become ghosts. If they will worship deities, they will become their servants after reaching to their world likewise. Who will worship me will be obtained to me. So that concept has also been made clear that these practices should not be done. So Gita Ji is one religious scripture amongst our scriptures. Now, ongoing question was, who are mother and father of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh? The concept is clear. Durga is their mother, and this Kal form Brahma is their father. Durga is also called Prakriti. Rajgun is Brahma, Satgun is Vishnu, Tamgun is Shiv. I will show you this as well. Then I will show you in Srimad Bhagavad Gita the origin of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh from Durga and Kal. See, this is Srimad Devi Bhagavat, means Devi Puran, Shakti Puran. With Hindi translation, part 1. From where has this been published? Ath Devi Bhagavatam Sabhashtikam Samahatyam. Hemraj Sri Krishnadas publication, Mumbai 4. Now we come here. अथ श्रीमद् देवी भागवते भाषा टीकायुते तृतीय स्कंध प्रारंभ्यते. We are seeing its third part. Its part number is also 11. Earlier we had seen Shiv Puran on its page 11. And this is part 3 with language, third part and chapter 5. We will read here. God Shiva is saying to his mother Durga, O mother, if you are always kind to us, then why did you make me Tamogun and Brahma Rajogun and Hari Satogun? Means, why did you equip Vishnu with Satogun? Look here, now we will read Sanskrit. Yadi daya dharmana sadambike kathamehem vihita cha. Mother, if you are kind, why did you make me Tamogun? Kamal Jash Rajogun Sambhava. Why did you make Brahma, who has originated from lotus, Rajogun Suvihita Kimu Satogun Hari? Why did you make Vishnu Satogun? Hence proved Rajogun Brahma, Satogun Vishnu and Tamagun Shivji. I will show you more, because virtuous souls, today we have made computers, have made helicopters, have made airplane, have made Skylab, and do not know what all creation is created in this false word life is of 2 days. The work that was to be done, the skull did not let our attention go there. Have made atom bombs, became enemies of each other. What was to be made hasn't been even started. That hasn't been even started. Now see, this servant is making you do PhD. You are fortunate to have got admission in this university, with which you will attain salvation. This is Markandeya Puran, published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur, on its page 123. Let me show you on its page 123. Markandeya Ji said, concise Markandeya Puran, it will start from 122 here. On 123 there is complete detail. Markandeya Ji said, this is preaching of Markandeya going on. Look here on page 123. We come here. Thus there are 3 states of self-proclaimed God. Rajgun dominated Brahma, Tamagun dominated Rudra, and Sattva dominated sustainer of this world is Vishnu. These are 3 gods and 3 gunas, qualities.
गुण तीनों की भक्ति में ये भूल पड़ो संसारे, कह कबीर निज नाम बिना कैसे उतरो पार. 3 देव की जो करते भक्ति, उनकी कदे ना होए मुक्ति.
This concept is clear now. Rajgun is Brahma, Satgun is Vishnuji, Tamgun is Shivji. I will show you more. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are mortals. After this I will show you in Srimad Bhagavad Gita their origin from Durga and Kal. Look at this. Srimad Devi Bhagavat, published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Publisher is Hanuman Prasad Podar, Chimanlal Goswami. I will show you on its page 123 a little bit. On page 123, God Vishnu, praising his mother, is saying, you are a pure figure. This whole world is arising from you only. I, Brahma and Shankar, we all exist by your grace. Our birth and death Avirbhav means birth, Tirobhav means death happens. Only you are eternal. You are the universal mother. Jagat Janani is Prakriti and Sanatani goddess. Remember the Prakriti word, it is for Durga. God Shankar said, Goddess, if greatly fortunate Vishnu has taken birth from you, then Brahma who was born after him must also be your son only. And then am I, Shankar, who performs Tamoguni spectacle, not your child, that is, you only are my mother. Shive, you are very clever in creation of the world. Is the concept clear? Your qualities are always present everywhere in this world's creation, preservation and destruction. Born of these three gunas qualities, we Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar remain devoted to work according to regulations. We can only provide work done. We cannot change anything. With these four concepts are clear, in this pious Devi Puran, in few lines, four concepts have been cleared. One, that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are mortal. Their birth and death happen. Two, Durga is their mother. Three, Rajgun is Brahma, Satgun is Vishnu and Tamagun is Shivji. Fourth, they give only work done. They will give as you do, they cannot change anything in it. 5. Durga is also called Prakriti. Now see, pious Srimad Bhagavad Gita, published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Its translator is Jayadayal Goenka. Chapter 14, verse 3 will make this concept clear. It is a code word. This is a brief description of 4 Vedas in very short. Look from here. This is Chaturdasho chapter 14, 14th chapter, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Look here from verse 3. O Arjun, my primeval Brahma form, original Prakriti, well, they have done wrong translation. We will see from here Prakriti is the womb of all living beings, means his place of fertilization, and I place living organs form seed in her womb. Tata means from her support, Tata means by that union all living beings are born. In verse 4, O Arjun, whatever various embodied beings are born in wombs, Durga, Prakriti, is their mother, who conceives them, and I am the seed-giving father. This Kal is telling, it has been clarified on 5th. O Arjun, Satgun, Rajgun and Tamogun, these 3 gunas born from Prakriti, from Durga, Rajgun Brahma, Satgun Vishnu, Tamogun Shiv, born from Prakriti. 3 qualities bind the imperishable soul and body. Now Kal gave up that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh here have bound souls according to their deeds. Virtuous souls, this is called true spiritual knowledge. And he is called Satguru, who understands and explains scriptures very well. Virtuous souls, it is your fortune that you have come so early at God's feet. Those virtuous souls, flock of flocks who are trapped with imitators, when they will come to know about this truth, they will cry about their destiny. Look what atrocities they did to us. They ruined us, these useless people, spoiled their karma and trapped us in Kal's web. Virtuous souls, there will be no place to stand here. That day is not far away. No one is crazy today. When we can do everything for our selfishness, so will we not leave imitators to attain God? The day they will know, not even one will be found with them. Even after searching, they will be found sitting alone, or their friends will be found sitting there. Rest everyone will come here. There was a blind man in a village. He used to come from outside. And what he used to do there, he used to recite hymns, sing poems, and used to do entertainment. In return, he used to get some money from charity. He used to come there in 10 days or a week. So what happened once, those people thought that he comes every 10th day and pains our head. Then they said, Surdas, today many people will come. Today we will have to make arrangements for you outside. Okay, brother, do it outside. They took him outside in forest and made him stand and said, Surdas, sing some poems here. Look, a lot of people have come. You continue to speak. Don't stop otherwise. They will leave in between. And see, it is complete silence. They are too much interested in your words. There were 4 or 5 people who made him stand there and they left. He started singing alone. From there, a person came walking. He said, O singer, kindly stop. He did not speak for a while and continued singing. Then he said, well, gentlemen, you found me only to ask way. Here so many people are sitting, ask them. So he said, is your uncle sitting here? You are standing and singing alone. So one day same will happen with them. With all saints, everyone will run away and come here. Virtuous souls, God has done mercy on you. Now this concept has become clear that complete God is Almighty Kabir, who himself correctly explains creation of whole universe, and God who had written knowledge 600 years ago in his nectar speech. Today our holy scriptures have supported it, that indeed it is like this. So, brother, who is God? Now your soul will accept this thing because the servant wants that we should recognize our God, and then after recognizing him, we ourselves will stick to him. No one else apart from him will be seen. God himself has come and said, Bandi chhod dayal ji, tum tak hamri dod, jaise kag jahaj ka, ab sujat or nathor. When you will have this true spiritual knowledge, you will recognize God at that time. Your situation will be like in earlier times, crows used to sit inside the ship and go to eat bread, that they will eat food and will throw a piece somewhere. At night, in evening or during day, the ship would depart. When it was night, the sun used to rise in morning. Till then, ship used to go 200-300 kilometers. At that time, there were such instruments. They used to keep a compass, and many times compass used to get disturbed by magnetic rocks, and ships driver used to take help of crows to check their instruments, to check their direction. God has given a special quality in crow that he does not forget the direction from where he starts. So what did those drivers used to do? They used to throw stones at crows in morning. They used to bind him to fly away from ship, and crow flew in same direction that I should return to my home. So he used to fly in same direction. He flies for some time, but he does not see a place to sit anywhere near. In the end, he sees everywhere that wherever I would sit, I will drown there. Then he had to come back to take shelter on that ship itself. That is only a protective place for him. He comes and sits there only. On the other side, ship's navigators check their compass, their direction. The crow has gone in this direction, we came from this direction, means whether we are moving in right direction or not. Virtuous souls, the point is, when you will come to know about God's power, that Kabir is God, your condition will become jaise kag jahaj ka, ab sujat or nathor. Wherever he would sit, he will die by drowning, means there is no other saint and no other God. And this knowledge is nowhere, then your situation will be that there is no other place, and for this only, virtuous souls, this effort is being made that we should recognize our God. God says,
मैं रोवत हूँ सृष्टि को, ये सृष्टि रोवे मोहे, और कह कबीर हमारे वियोग को, और समझ नहीं सकता कोई.
they are searching for me, God Almighty, provider of happiness, remover of all sorrows, and I say, I'm God, but they do not recognize me. They say, no, who has made Kabir a God? And from where the ones whom you believe to be divine are proven gods? We used to say this has been written in Puranas, and their status has been told in Puranas, that what is the status of these gods? Now God will be recognized by you, virtuous souls. Now this time that you have got for God's devotion, and listen to this knowledge, look how much facility God has provided for you from us servants. How much deserving are you of the blessings of that Supreme Father? Kabir, how loving souls you are among those pious souls whom He has been searching for. It is winter season, quilt is with you, and this servant is showering God's glory on you. Don't sleep now, do keep this in mind, otherwise God will be very angry. You have come so far, and this nectar knowledge is not found even by searching anywhere, and you sleep. Then that episode is gone. You have lost all that while you slept. To attain God, great men even ruined their bodies by doing penance, and one whose heart is hurt. So how was it?
लागी का मार्ग और है, लगे चोट काल जा करके. लागी का मार्ग और है, लगे चोट काल जा करके. लगे चोट काल जा करके, लगे चोट काल जा करके. लागी का मार्ग और है, लगे चोट कलेजा करके, लगे चोट काल जा करके. लागी का मार्ग.
It is said, when you have passion for God, there will be aching in your heart. A different emotion will arise, God says, when you will feel passion for God. It is said,
कबीर वैद बुलाया और पकड़ के देखी बा, और वैद न वेदन जान ही मेरा कर कलेजे बा.
family members thought he has become very ill and looks depressed. He has got some terrible disease. They called doctor, who checked the pulse. Doctor said, pulse is fine, he is not unhealthy, yet how does he remain lost like this? God says,
कबीर वैद बुलाया पकड़ के देखी बा, और वैद न वेदन जान ही मेरा कर कलेजे बा.
सुन रहे थे जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी के मंगल प्रवचन. अधिक जानकारी के लिए विजिट कीजिए हमारी वेबसाइट www.jagatgururampalji.org. संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी के शुभ आशीर्वाद से पूरे विश्व भर में 500 से भी ज्यादा नाम दीक्षा केंद्र हैं, जिन पर संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी द्वारा ऑनलाइन निशुल्क नाम दीक्षा दी जा रही है. अपने नजदीकी नाम दीक्षा केंद्र का पता करने के लिए संपर्क करें 8222880541.